What's going on, everybody? Just making sure we got everything sorted out here. I believe we are good. But last time we left off, we were about to tackle Little Hell, or Aspen, whatever you want to call it, which is where we will find Victory Buchanan. So, this is probably one of the more messed up parts of the game, to be honest, but we're going to get into a fight immediately upon stepping in here, which is always fun, but it's actually not too bad. Like, as soon as we step in, these guys will call up more guys from this hallway, and as you can see, the breathers, as they are called, have been just murdering people left and right in this resort, and everything is pretty well covered in blood. But we'll move everybody up. And there's the trigger.
Ooh, someone new is here. Someone's in my fucking house. Oh, boys! Get 'em!
Okay. Yeah, there's all these guys right here. And then there's these four here. The fumers have flamethrowers. They can be really annoying. We're going to take our sniper, shoot for the flame tanks, because that's got like a 60% chance to just instantly kill them. Like that. These guys basically have to spend a turn getting to you, so you don't really have to focus on them right away. But you do have to worry about these melee dudes a little bit, because they're pretty close and they can kind of run up on you. And we will shoot his drug tank. 33% chance for that, so I'm not really banking on it, but it would be nice. Still did a ton of damage, and that was a lucky hit, so we get to hit him one more time, which kills him. Got another lucky crit, which means we get to attack again. And finally, it's over. Okay, and then you... don't really need her anywhere, so what we're going to do is have her set up an ambush over here. We'll have our melee person run in and attack this one and miss completely. There we go. Alright, and then move Marshal Quan over, who got some lucky movement there, and he also gets a free attack after moving. Nice. And last but not least, we have Lucia. We're going to move her right here, and then also have her do an ambush, because that guy's just barely out of range, and I don't want to move her out of cover. So, ambush. And then last but not least, so they pretty much have to spend their turn moving in. Then it's our bear's turn. And back to us. What's going on, Mr. Bones? Alright, so focus on the melee guy, because he is almost dead. And then we'll worry about the fumer first, because they do that flame attack, which is incredibly annoying. Merry Christmas to you as well, Mr. Bones. Donksy says hello. I love people's weird usernames sometimes. Alright, so we'll use Lucia to kill this guy. Nice. We'll move her over. Shoot this dude a couple times. Well, hopefully. Move Marshal Quan. Now, we're going to shoot for his flame tank, which will hopefully be able to blow it up. Nice. Well, we just got super lucky with that. And then he was like just perfectly out of range of everyone. Alright, so that leaves us with the melee guy, who's our next big target, because these guys are gonna shoot at people, but yeah, everybody's in cover, so that's not a big deal. Alright, we'll grab our sniper. That's it for her turn, and then I bet I'm gonna move out a little bit and then just catch all of them with the shotgun. Actually killed 2 of them, nice. And we just gotta worry about that guy, which we can stun with our melee person. And that'll pretty much be that fight won. I was really hoping she wouldn't catch on fire right there, but oh well. Alright, stun. Alright, now all we've really got to do is just kill this person, which is going to happen next turn regardless. Lord Hog says, just bought the game during Steam sale. Hopefully going to find time to play it this weekend. Yeah, it's really great. I've played through it many, many times, which is how I know exactly kind of what's going on here, but it is honestly a fantastic title. What builds am I running with on my main? Just kind of a standard assault rifle with the guy I'm using right now, which is my main guy, and then the other one is a sniper build that I actually have a video up on the channel of. I mean, it's from a while back, but nonetheless should pretty much hold up. Alright, so there's that done. We can loot everybody. One of the more frustrating things about playing all these CRPGs is that the controls change from like game to game, and I play a lot of them at the same time. So sometimes I will just repeatedly hit the wrong button. As you guys can't tell, but I keep trying to hit tab to look at things, when in this particular game it's alt. Alright. And then we can find one of our people in here, Riley. He was actually radioing us before we got to Aspen.
You made it. Hoped you would. I stand to shake your hands, but around 2 days ago, I missed a call because I was in the can. When I got back, they nailed my feet to the floor.
Okay.
Hard to say. I think they missed the bones, but every time I check, it's not the worst part. They were laughing when they did it, like kids playing a game. Get me out of this, Rangers! Get these goddamn nails out of me!
So with first aid, we can help him out a bit. Simon says, just bought Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2 on sale. Is Cypher fun? Yeah, Cypher is probably one of the more unique things about Pillars of Eternity. It can be really good. Am I liking Underrail so far? Yeah, it's been pretty great, actually. I've enjoyed it quite a bit. I gotta
Thank you.
go back and like check out a bunch of different faction stuff. I gotta wrap up the easier achievement stuff, but so far it's been really fun.
Now, let me give you a situation report before I pass the fuck out. Vic, the Patriarch's son, is in the Patriarch's wing, doing God knows what. Rangers, I can't say this enough. As bad as his guys are, Vic is worse. Much worse.
Okay, so
Yeah, I heard that. More importantly, Vic has hostages. Killed most of them, but 2 from my team are being tortured, and so are 3 from the 100 families. I don't know their exact locations, but I strongly suggest you try to find those 5 hostages before taking on Vic himself.
So Vic is in the suite at the opposite end of this map, and basically if you try to go straight to him, he'll kill all these hostages, and it's recommended that you save them before you go find him.
He's a male, part of the Ward family. Overall, I have no idea where they took Laloka and Rook. Yeah. Fuck it.
Alright, and then we can work on getting the hostages here shortly, after we loot everything. Mercia says, just picked up a vampire for free on Epic yesterday. Anything a guy new to the game should know? I liked the Liston knife as your offhand weapon the most, because while the stakes and stuff are cool to use as an offhand weapon because they'll stun enemies for you, that doesn't usually work on the boss enemies, whereas the Liston knife will actually give you blood back, which fuels all your vampire power, so you'll get blood just attacking things, and you can dodge instead of stun, which I found to be infinitely more effective than most other play styles, so you can use that information. Alright, so heal up real quick. I love the healing darts. They actually heal a lot, and they're ranged. Big fan. Alright, so we gotta watch out for patrolling suicide robots, which are gonna be a little farther up here.
Alive in that room to the left.
And in order to get to Vic, we need to go into here, and it's very easy to get into this room, but if we enter this room to get the key to go to Vic, they'll kill all the hostages.
Hey y'all, I can hear you outside the door. Hello, my name's Ash. I guess I shouldn't tell you that. Anyway, Vic says you can't come in here. Well, boss, you ain't wrong, but that ain't what I meant. When I said you can't come in, I meant that I got a kill switch in here. Yeah, if you barge in, I gotta kill all the hostages. I'm sorry about that, but that's what Vic told me to do. Yeah, I know, but you know how, you end up stuck in a bad situation, and the only way out is to keep doing the stuff you don't wanna? Okay!
The writing in this game is just something else sometimes. Alright, so
Who sent you? Daddy? Or Libby? You can tell me. Don't be shy.
alright, there it is. Now we'll use our sniper. So these hoppers will just run up on you and explode, so you gotta try to kill them as quickly as you can. Which usually is fine unless you're up against multiple at once. Theo says Merry Christmas Eve, all in the same to you. Alright, so no, we're gonna have to pick somebody else. Let's grab you, move you out of the way. Move you out of the way. Move you up. Try to avoid using our melee person if we can. Oh no, there's another one over there. So you can see the line of sight. As soon as I get around that corner, there's gonna be another one. That's frustrating. Tyler says, Merry Christmas to me in chat. How's it going? Casper says, hey, Amortismal. How's it going, man? Alright, so we're just gonna have to run our melee guy up at this point. That's annoying. And there's another one there. Oh, come on. Are we really gonna leave that thing with 1 health? 2 health, literally? I think so. That's really annoying. Alright, well. They tend to attack the nearest person, so we'll back everybody up a little bit. Let her take all the damage there. Oh no, that one ran right for us.
Go on.
Didn't actually kill anybody, but came super close. Luckily, we got injury kits and everything. What's going on, Harley? Like, that's probably, without exaggerating, the worst that's ever gone for me. Normally, you can pick, like, one off, and then the other ones will be, like, roaming up and down this hallway. But we caught that at the worst possible moment. Which is kind of funny. But nonetheless. Alright. Use that. We're going to have to craft some injury kits. That, and then heal everybody up, and we'll be moving right along. Casper says, fingers crossed, someone will make a hag-bound mercenary guide for path. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really like the hag-bound one that much, to be honest. Like, that's not my favorite witch archetype by any means. But I might take a look at it. I gotta do another one since that Arcanist one fell through. Sorted out there. So saving these hostages is either difficult or very easy depending on the skills that your characters have. Lord Hog donated $4.99. Thank you so much, generous of you. And he said, what games did I pick up during Steam's winter sale if I picked up any titles? I did actually buy one in particular that I may or may not cover eventually, but it was actually Jade Empire, which is actually... Oh, nice. That was a great crit. Jade Empire is one of very few BioWare titles that I haven't actually played, so I want to check it out at some point, which I may or may not make content out of. I might just wind up playing that one for me, but I've heard decent things about it at least. But it was like $3 on sale for the Steam sale, so I was like, well, seems like a great time to pick it up. Alright, and then for his perk, we're going to get Lights Out, which is actually really cool if we can get the sneak attack with Quan. That's good to know. Casper says, Steam, no one does Hagbound. Yeah, it's one of those things where like the primary thing Hagbound does is give you like a really big strength modifier, but like witches tend to be more like spellcasty, so it's one of those things where it's kind of like you can make strong stuff out of it, it just takes more work and it just feels a little weird, so I think people are a little hesitant to mess around with it. Alright, so there's not a fight here, but there is a fight in this room. Or if there is a fight in here, there's not many. I think it's just a bunch of dead bodies. And then Llewellyn there.
What kind of sick person would do this?
Good luck on the stream. I appreciate that.
Calm down. This childish hysteria is beneath you. You're members of the 100 families, for God's sake. Act like it. These are bandit scum. Nothing more. I don't know how they managed to get up here, but there's no chance they'll make it inside. We're protected by the best guards money can buy. Don't worry. That was one of ours. Bandits
Brings
don't
our
carry rocket launchers.
automatic
Nobody
rifles
has.
up.
The guards must have shut off the power as a safety precaution. Everything is going to be fine.
That was some of the events leading up to Aspen being ran over, because it used to belong to the Patriarch and the 100 families. This guy has the key to a vault.
You're the Rangers! I knew you'd be coming to save us. I never gave up hope. As you can see, Rangers, I've been stabbed. just like the other. Key to the treasury door, Rangers. Heavily armored. Ugh. Maybe this is too much to ask, but do any of you happen to be a doctor? I'm not feeling so good.
So we can patch him up, and then...
Well, maybe in a little bit. Oh, I see. You want to make sure everything's secure. Nope, the door only has one key, and I ate it.
This is
Someone wants it? Why they had to cut it out of me?
is a little messed up, but he swallowed the key to the treasury, and you either need lockpick 10 to open it yourself, or you can kill him to get it, which is probably the easiest way. And then alternatively, you can actually make like some drugs or a laxative or something that will like just, you know, make him pass it, so to speak. But the easiest thing to do that has 0 consequences is to just kill him. Which I like that they had all of those options for that interaction, but there is literally no downside to just killing that guy. Outside of, you know, potential moral qualms you might have, but if that doesn't bother you, there's just no reason not to. I don't know. Casper says this game is also great, one of the very few post-apocalyptic games I like. Yeah, you know, it's post-apocalypse stuff. It's one of those things where it's done a lot, and unique takes on it are kind of hard to come by. So, just kind of is what it is. Does this game have a cover system like XCOM? Yeah, there is a cover system in place. Primarily only against enemies that are shooting actual weapons at you. Melee and explosives don't tend to respect cover, but there is a cover system. Alright, damn it, we're going to take a bunch of damage from this again. Alright, and then gas hoppers don't immediately like blow up and die. You actually have to kill them, but they just poison you, which is arguably a lot better than the bomb hoppers, because they do a nonsense amount of damage. We're going to keep our precision strike and just end this thing. And then we'll hit everybody with an antidote. Okay, so... Alright, so here's the vault that we got the key from Llewellyn, I think his name is. There's honestly not that much interesting in here besides this golden hammer, which we can use to open something else. It's a replica of the Patriarch's hammer, but you can use it to open a door in this area, which we've already passed, but we'll go back and open it. There's honestly nothing that great in there, though. Street cleaner, nice. I think we already have better than that, though. Yes. Alright, loot everything else in here. +1 to barter, not bad. Alright, and then we can take the gold-plated hammer, head back this way, and open this fireplace over here. So the hammer gives us access to this, which gives us the prototype of the Patriarch's hammer, which if you're using like two-handed melee weapons is honestly a pretty good weapon, but literally no one we have is using that. So it doesn't do us any good, but it is still pretty cool. And then we'll come up to this room right here, fight some enemies, and then save a couple of the hostages. But we're going to drop a save real quick, just in case. Oh, already in combat. Can't even see anybody, but okay. There we go. Wish my vision hadn't kind of screwed me over on that one. Alright. Why can no one see into this door? That doesn't make any sense. I've never had that happen before. That's weird. Well. Make them come to us, I suppose.
He's on target. Protected.
On higher difficulties, not getting the first attack is a real pain. Oh, nice. Alright, so... use our sniper. This might be a bad idea because we're all really jumbled up, but it's going to be fun, so why not? Yeah, there it is. Insta killed him, but we set a couple of our own people on fire. Worth it. Alright, and then she can step over and pick Quan back up. And she's our leadership person, so we keep getting buffs when she does stuff. Alright, and then focus on you, because you're right here. It's annoying, but I'm gonna have her step into the fire so she doesn't friendly fire everybody. And then Torrent Strike, which will probably kill at least one of these dudes. Very close to killing that one. And then we are going to move everybody, generally speaking, out of the way of the door. Heal our bear here. Watergun says, will there be a review after 100% for this? It's already made, actually. It's kind of old, the video, because this game is a little older, but I made a review after 100% shortly after this launched, a couple months maybe. But yeah, that video already exists. Alright, so... prepare...
Will do nicely.
Alright.
Thanks.
Coming from the side.
There's that. Which we'll have to step in here to get the range, guys, because for whatever reason my line of sight's all jacked up. I got a couple gas hoppers and that guy. Okay, so sniper. Real low chance to hit because she's so far away and he's in cover. But can't really get any closer with that, and our chance doesn't really go up anywhere, so we'll just go ahead and take that pot shot, which crit and killed them, because why wouldn't it? And then we just got to deal with that gas hopper over there. And we're gonna set Marshal Quan on fire. Lucy's just got to get close enough to hit, and then we are good to go.
Day's work.
So there's that. Then we got to heal everybody up. Then we got a couple rooms we can check out here. One of these guys, yeah, so they had the key to the doors over here. everybody all healed up. Got a couple level ups here. We're gonna throw luck down. Looks like that was the only one. And then gotta loot everything in this room. That's part of a not exactly puzzle, but something we need to deal with here in a minute. And then 3 of our several hostages are actually right here. 2 of them are in this room.
It's okay, Pris. You can do this.
What is with my line of sight?
There's just close. I can't. You have to. One of us.
Ladies,
So-
Lucy?
cool. Look at her, Violet. She's got scars now. She's a proper Wasteland warrior.
You can't actually see what's going on because my line of sight is being terrible for some reason, but there's 2 women standing on pressure plates in there. If they move, they'll die.
Take a look at the. Please hurry.
That said, that is very easily circumvented with the setup that we have, because we can just go over here and just undo it. Because if you have high enough mechanic skill, you can actually just completely bypass this with mechanics 8.
That was amazing.
Why didn't we just pull the wires coming from the box?
Does this game have a hard mode? Yeah, there's a mode called Supreme Jerk, which is the highest. We're actually one under that on Ranger.
Wouldn't be that easy, ladies. Stuff like that only. Oh,
I know. Our mother is here too. She's in the
Alright,
patriarch's
so
wing with Victor.
there's some
She's
of
not
the
present,
hostages
and
all sorted
she doesn't
out.
much care for us, but-
Can also loot some stuff over here.
Session 13, Jim and Nancy, March 21st, 1990. Nancy, last time you were talking about Jim's inadequacies as a sexual partner. Would you like to expand on that?
Now wait just a goddamn minute. You've let her talk for 12 sessions straight. When's my chance?
See, Dr. Meltzer, this is what I'm talking about.
And one more
Everything-
hostage here. This is one of the Rangers, actually. Merry Christmas, Benjamin.
Finally fucking made it, huh? Finally found the time? Assholes. Yeah, shit. Anyway, you came for me, and I won't forget that. Hands off. I'm fine. I will. Just,
Alright,
gotta rest a little more.
there's another hostage saved. Just a couple more to go. Another creepy doll, which gives us +5 to our melee damage, and a recipe for the Heartstopper. No flamer in party. Yeah, I don't really like the flamethrowers too much. Like the burning buff isn't bad, but you can apply that through like Molotovs, but the actual flamethrowers, I never felt like they really did that much damage, so I preferred the higher damage stuff. Alright, there's gonna be at least one more bomber, I think. Alright, and then in here, we can meet with the gift. So the breathers, outside of Vic's leadership, aren't inherently hostile. They're just very suggestible. And if you talk to the gift, you can kind of get some background on what the deal with the breathers is, which is all of these guys we've been killing.
They look like you. Sound like you. Do you know them?
Yes, Gift. I know them. They don't want to hurt anyone. They want to help.
Is that so? So, Rangers, you've killed many of my breathers on your way here. You want to help? Let's start by ending the killing then.
Now you can attack right here, but I would not recommend that. This fight is actually a pain, because there's just so many people. There's all of these ones. There's ones in the room over here. It's just more trouble than it's worth.
My breathers don't live in the same reality you do, Rangers. They move in and out of the dream. Victory guides them, and he guided them to kill intruders. So, introductions? I am the gift. I make the gases that enable my breathers to live in the dream. But it was Victory that first showed us the dream. It is his guidance that shows us the path through it. But I do not approve of all this killing. Why bring death into the dream? And not all you outsiders are that bad. Giuseppe here has been a real help. So, let's talk, yes?
Alright, so we can explain we're really just here for Vic. Giuseppe is actually a ranger, which is what that dialogue's all about.
Ah, your friend will stay with us to ensure everyone stays on their best behavior.
So you can ask some questions and just kind of understand what's happening, but the easiest thing to persuade the gift to be on your side is this Mechanic 7 check.
Yes. Victory Buchanan gave it to me once. Yes. Talk then.
So, okay, here's this. There's a check to, for whatever reason, it didn't bring it up, but there's a bomb under her chair that Vic put there, and if you pass a mechanics check, you can point that out to her, which kind of just makes her be on your side.
I know. Deal with go if you want.
Thank you, Gift.
But be warned. Other than my guards, your curiosity speaks well of you. Distressing. This? Yes, let's.
It didn't let me bring up the chair dialogue. That's weird. Giuseppe is actually a potential team member.
Oh my goodness. When we got captured, I was absolutely we have common interests. Well, you know, I heard you rescued Rook. Let's not forget about Woodson. Have you found him yet? They made him work on the radio. Good. Vic is in the Patriarch's wing. There were 5 hostages left, apart from Woodson and me. I was separated from them when the gift. One thing I've learned, the other 2 hostages were women, and they were part of the 100 families. I'm not sure what's truth be told. Now, where did I...
But she won't actually join your team until you deal with events here, so... There's that. Does it make the game a little boring when I know so much? Well, you know, like I play to learn the stuff, so... Kind of the whole point for me. Personally, I find the combat and actually just running through it pretty rewarding. But in general, I would say CRPGs aren't exactly known for their like high-octane approach anyway. They're just kind of what it is. Alright, so this room can be frustrating, so we're going to drop a save in it. But this is another area where we have hostages. Or at least one, Loloka. We have to kill a couple enemies to get to it.
Dead, bitch. Just wait until I...
And you gotta watch out for these containers everywhere. Alright, so... Gertrude the Gruesome is the rough one. These guys aren't so bad. And we missed completely on an 80% chance. That really sucks. But, that said, we can also shoot the nitrogen tanks. run up, she's just gonna get annihilated by Gertrude anyway. I'd rather pull them down this way first. Alright, so Marshal Kwan's got one more shot, I believe, but I don't think he can really get anywhere where you can actually get a clear shot. We'll have him do an ambush. Ambush, and then enter. Which do I like more, Wastelands 3 or Desperados 3? I didn't really mess around with Desperados much. Like, I know what it is, but I didn't really get a chance to play it all that much.
Guess it's my time.
But that said, kind of Wasteland 3 by default, I suppose. Alright, so Gertrude there is very frustrating. She's a very strong melee person. Finish this guy off. Alright, now we can focus on Gertrude. So let's do body to reduce her armor. This is gonna suck, but wow, killed 4 of my people right there. Alright, we're gonna have to reload that one, I think. That did not go our way at all. I didn't figure it would take them all out like that. Like, I knew it was gonna do some damage, but I didn't think it would get all of them. Hold up. Here we go. Do I sometimes have restart-itis? Can't stop rerolling new characters? No, not particularly. More often than not, where I play these games so often, I'm usually pretty good about picking something that works right off the bat anyway. So, while I am not... Oh, good grief. Am I going to have to restart? Alright, hold on. I'm having some bugs here, guys. We're going to have to quit the desktop and then restart it. But no, that's not usually something I have too much of a problem with. Every once in a while, if necessary, I will restart just because, like, I'm either trying to find a character build or something like that. But usually I'll run through the first, like, couple hours of the game and basically just decide whether or not it's viable. But that's usually about as much as I'll restart. Okay, try that again. Okay. See if we can do that less terribly this time. Like, not miss the opening 90% shot, for instance. Okay, so... action, nice. Run up here and stun. Resisted the stun. That's annoying. Alright, and then... that's gonna be it. Looks like they're all gonna go after her, which is probably for the best. I'm just doing garbage damage to these people, jeez. Okay. So Gertrude's probably going to take down somebody else next turn, but I think we'll be good after that. Rodrigo says Pathfinder Kingmaker is free on Epic Games today. Nice. Okay, so... up. Stormer activated. I should have got a free hit there. That sucks. Alright, and gotta reload. But she got a lucky hit, so second attack there. Good. Finally attacked the bear, which she'll do significantly less damage to. There we go. Good grief. Gertrude's one of those mini bosses that's just really frustrating. She doesn't even have that much armor, but for some reason, you just can't do any damage to her. Alright, so... injuries... heal up a little bit, then we can save La Loca. Grab some stuff while we're in here, of course. Utility that gives you an extra action point, nice. Alright, and there's La Loca.
You're
They put me in this freezer to cool off after I kicked Vic in the sack. Funny, right? And some greasy, shit-licking chick's been... I see her. Name's Laloka, by the way. Give me a sec to get my shit together and I'll get moving. And once I do, might drop this fucking badge and walk all the way back to Atchison territory. Why, I'm barely fucking bleeding anymore. Sure, why not? Right after I raid the kitchen. I'm fucking starving.
So, there's one more person saved. And that leads us to the last room. Or just about, anyway. Gotta make sure we don't trip over anything on our way there.
Shouldn't be coming after me, strangers. My father's the real monster. Him and Libby. At least I'm wrong in the obvious places. You can trust my kind of crazy.
Okay, so this fight is frustrating just because it's a big area and you can't obviously navigate the pool. There's a lot of enemies over here. You got that fumer. There is a bazooka guy right there. This one can be a bit challenging. But we should be okay. Everybody needs to... Oh, I just got skill points. Okay. So for the most part... Missed on a... Come on. Like, good grief. That's the second time I've had a 90% chance to start a... Like, hit chance at the start of a fight and still managed to miss. Alright. It's going to take everybody a second to get to us. Right this second. Gotta see where everybody's at here. Next turn, we're going to pull everybody back into the hallway a bit.
Flagging. Moving to open space.
Really? Oh, for a second there, I thought that Fumer was going to attack too, and I was like, he got all that like movement and got to attack? Okay, so we're going to move Marshal Quan, and then we're going to try to precision strike the Fumer's tank there, if we're lucky. First. I didn't get it. So, now we'll move him over here. Good damage, but I didn't blow him up, which is what I was hoping for. There's that one gone. Okay, Betty, we're gonna move up. Bomber is who I really want to get to. I think we're going to move her right there, but hold on just a second, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, and I will be right back to finish this up. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so... I'm gonna move Axel up here. Start shooting for that bomber, because the bomber is the most dangerous enemy left, because we already killed both the flamers, which are annoying. What's going on, Bobby B? To answer Farion's question, I have played through this many times, like 6 or 7 actually. Alright, so move her there. I can't hit the one without hitting Black Eye. Can I? No, I can't move her at all, so just try to shoot that bomber as much as we can. Right, and then everybody else. Lucy is in a terrible spot, but everybody else is pretty well fine. Alright, we'll see how that does us. Unsurprisingly, Lucia went down. Here's the bomb. Ah, God. Yeah, see, I hate that. Alright, where is... Does she not have a shot on those people? Oh, she needs to reload. Okay, and then... there's the bomber dead. Have you pop Lucia? Lucia move into cover. Her use her med darts on Quan. Alright, and luckily that leaves us with the easier ones to deal with. Victor says, just wanted to say, Mortis, you're beginning to become one of my favorite reasons to check in on YouTube. Great content, just up your alley. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, man. I appreciate that. I'm always happy to hear that people find some value in it. It's like sometimes, you know, it just feels like I'm just rambling about video games, but people seem to enjoy it. So as long as they do, I'll keep doing it, you know? I mean, even if they stop enjoying it, I'll probably still keep doing it, but it'll get less views. But no, that's great. It makes me happy to see that people enjoy it. Alright, I got a terrible chance to hit either of these guys, but our bear is up there, so we're going to shoot at this one. Ah, so close. Alright. Ooh, if Marshall hits him, he'll die. Nice. Alright, that leaves us with those two right there. They are for sure going to shoot at Mercy, because with where she's standing, she doesn't have any cover against those two. So that'll be their first target, and they might take pot shots at Black Eye Betty, because she's just standing out in the open as well. Really? They attacked? I would not have guessed that would have been the person they would have attacked. Oh no, our bear died. Will all of our adventure be archived? Yeah. So I archive all the streams. It's super easy. You just hit one button after you're done streaming it, and it just uploads automatically. So yeah, I usually just put them up for content later if people want to check them out. And then I'll eventually put it in a separate playlist by itself. But there's a playlist for just all of my streams, which is an easy place to find them. All right, so. Terrible chance to hit those two because they're in cover. There's that fire right there, which really makes me feel like I don't want to walk over that way. Okay, you move right there.
Swords.
She doesn't have the range to get across the pool. Well, I rallied everybody, which wasn't my intention, but it works. Med dart him. Move her over there. Lucy has got AP for days, so we will. Lucia's got like no constitution, so like just setting on fire might be enough to kill her in one hit, to be honest. Which is frustrating because she cannot get in range of that guy without just dying. Alright, and then we'll go get Axel up.
Y'all ready to rumble? Let's go.
Move Axel. Gonna take some damage, but Black Eye Betty has a ton of movement, so we'll move her around. Should have the win this next turn one way or the other. Alright, and he's stunned, so we can just walk up and shoot him. Provided I don't completely miss somehow. Killing Technology says hi, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Oh, come on, really? The dude's stunned and not even in cover, but somehow I only have like a 4% chance to hit the guy, apparently. Good grief. Yeah, get everybody over here and healed up. That one's always kind of messy.
Me up.
Right, so... Antidote. Nathan says Merry Christmas from the UK, and Merry Christmas to you as well.
Thanks. Thought I was done there for a sec.
Alright, and that leaves us with everything else real quick. We can loot everything. Storage key we can use. And then even with that fight done, If I'm not mistaken, it's actually, like, you gotta clear the gas out of this room or something. Yeah. There's a skill check to make it easy, and that'll get this guy out safely.
That's Eston Ward. What in blazes did they do to him?
So, they were just gassing that poor guy. But, if we come over here, we can actually drain the pool.
The airflow to the sauna.
What's the difficulty on? Enemies damage a lot, or is it low con? We are on Ranger, which is one less than the max difficulty, so they are doing a lot of damage, but combine that with the fact that Lucia has, like, no health, and you pretty much have why. Everyone else has, like, standard health, but Lucia, for some reason, has, like, 50 health, which I think is the result of potentially the mutations. But for some reason, I don't know if that's a bug or what, because her health definitely shouldn't be that low, but it is painfully low. Am I planning on reviewing Disco Elysium? At some point, probably. It kind of gives me headaches to play it for very long, so it's been hard for me to do a review of it. Just something about the art style. It, like, nothing against the game, but just the art style makes it difficult for me to play it. And eventually I'll get, like, glasses or something, hopefully, to solve it, but I haven't really paid a lot of attention to it because of that. Alright, then we can drain the pool. That'll let us do some looting there. If you can't override the computer, you have to come in here and use that gas tank in order not to kill Guy. I think one of these guys had something important on him, I don't remember. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Yeah. Okay, and that is everybody, I believe.
Hey, Rangers, this is Woodson.
Yeah, there it is.
So you located and secured all 5 hostages? Outstanding. Now let's keep your success going. Eyes sharp, Rangers.
Okay. But that by itself isn't enough. Now we have to go back to that room for Ash, where he was he has the key to get to Vic. But now that we've saved all the hostages, there's nothing he can do to stop us from just opening up the door.
You made me kill you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to.
Oh no. Okay. Good job at saving all those hostages. To be honest, in my defense, I told you it was Vic's orders. I didn't want to kill anyone, but I can... Okay, but...
I remember Victory's boys. This one's harmless compared to them, and he's nothing next to Vic himself.
Alright, so we're gonna arrest him, obviously.
Wow, I was like mega sure I was dead there. As for your ranger friends, let's see. 2 of them were being tortured, but I don't know where Vic put them. You probably already saw the radio guy, Woody or whatever. And the green chick is in the lab with Gift. That's the breather lady.
Hey.
You got it, boss. I'll just stay right here.
And then we can loot this room, and then we can go head up towards Vic. Man, if our main guy would just level up already, I could get lockpick 9. I wouldn't have to keep leaving these damn safes. Alright, so now we gotta head up this way, which involves shutting off these little poison traps, which isn't too hard. And then now we have the key to bypass this door up here. And then we'll send Axel over to shut them off.
Look, strangers, you're gonna see some bad shit here. And honestly, not for everyone. I've cooked some of Daddy's friends. Thrown him off things, tried peeling a guy's eye. Didn't work.
Okay. So we'll drop another save real quick. Will I recruit Vic? Probably not. Like, he had, like, in my opinion, the only real reason to recruit Vic is he has that companion quest that kind of gives you some background on the Patriarch and his ex-wives, which led to his 3 children. But beyond that, Vic is a nut job, and I don't feel like any sensible person would just, like, hang out in his company.
This message is from my people. Strangers, cover your ears. How the fuck are we supposed to take Colorado Springs if you can't handle a band of waste trash?
Then we can save Gwendolyn. She won't die or anything, but you can still save her.
Gwendolyn, you're not one of Victor. You're the Rangers that Saul Buchanan sent for. Months ago, Victory had me. I will have words with Saul Buchanan about the punctuality of his servants. Make no mistake. Now go take care of his infantile son. If you can even manage that. It is some petty revenge. I embarrassed him by asking him a simple question.
Alright, so she's one of the higher-up members of the 100 families. She's very well-to-do. Lucia's boyfriend, Isaac, that we met at the very beginning of the game, that was actually her son. And there's a fight right here we have to deal with. However, it is substantially easier if you go around and head up to the top of the staircase before you deal with that. But if I remember correctly, yeah. We can also shut these turrets down by patiently getting around to the generators before we head up top. Alan says I'm playing this on PS5 and it's great, but very blurry. That's weird. Alright, so there's those 2 disabled. Yeah, that should be it. And then on top of that, we can head up this way. We're gonna have you shoot that fox. Just because our animal died. Alright, and then now it's possible for us to start the fight from the top. Both the turrets destroyed, so we should be in pretty good shape. Alright, now I like to go for that bomber first thing. Reach him from here? Nice. Alright, ah man, just barely. I was hoping that would just kill him, and then I could save the precision strike later. Alright, so we're gonna move her over here. Nice, got a lucky movement there. So she moved all the way in and gets to take a bunch of shots. There's the bomber gone. Oh, come on. That guy's still gonna die, but come on. Alright, so there's the more frustrating enemies dead already. Then we have these four. There's another bomber there. Alright, we're gonna have him set up an ambush. Now these guys are gonna have to move to attack, but they might still get a couple shots off at us. So we'll see what happens. But that's about the best ending we could hope for that first turn. Nice. They set off their own trap. Our ambush killed him with a lucky crit. That's nonsense. So I couldn't precision strike their bomber, but their bomber could shoot through a wall to hit me. Stuff like that is incredibly annoying to me. Alright, so... Breather the bomber... I could realistically probably set his tank off, because her precision strikes have a much increased chance to set those things off, but I don't want to do that while he's standing next to everybody. And I also really don't want him to flamethrower everyone. Which is why we put such a heavy investment into killing him. Move Lucy up a bit. Okay, so... Save his precision strike and just kill this dude. Alright, then we're going to try to move everybody to cover best we can. Just kind of get them, generally speaking, out of direct, which I can't really do much about him because of where he's standing. But we just got this one guy left. Watergun says he loves the reviews. Nice, glad you enjoy them. Kara says hello. Hello, how's it going? Alright, so... this dude's dead for sure, and then we get to deal with Vic. Done. Disarm those before we wind up accidentally setting it off. Get back up, Marshal Kwan. Antidote. healed up. Don't believe we had any level ups. A couple people getting real close, but that's about it. Alright, and then we can go talk to Vic.
Hey, strangers! Shit! It took you long enough to get here.
Rangers, let's not waste.
Play it safe, Rangers.
Yeah, come on in. Let's have some fun, huh?
Wow. Hey, look who it is, Clarence. Daddy's Rangers. In the flesh.
The Rangers? I heard they were a bunch of little fucking chicken shits.
Did you hear what happened to my little brother? Oh, fucking hilarious. I know it was hard to get here, and no offense, but you can fuck right off back to Colorado Springs and tell Daddy you failed. I like it here.
Okay, so you can ask him some questions, but we're just gonna try to make him surrender.
Rangers, I have to level with you. That sounds fucking boring. Why would I do that?
Alright, so you have a few different options here. You can just kill him, of course. You can point out the fact that he's clearly not been doing so great with all the drugs and everything. Easiest one is this one, though.
Clarence? Clarence? Oh, no! Oh, Clarence! He was 2 days away from retirement! It's just me then, huh? Fine. You got me, Rangers. Now what? Oh, that it? Sure thing, officers. Oh, but hold on. Before you slap the cuffs on, I have a... what's the word? A proposition for you. Don't lock me up. Take me with you. And I'll give you the VIP tour of Daddy's Kingdom. Everyone here knows me. Everyone's fucking terrified of me. And that means they'll be terrified of you.
So, you can actually take him on as a companion if you weren't aware. Not that I would ever recommend that, but if you choose to do so, he actually does have a unique side quest involving the Patriarch's ex-wives and stuff, and you can go visit their graves. And you kind of get more of the character of Saul Buchanan that way. But I think any person who's not outrageous would either just kill him outright or arrest him.
Well, at least I tried. Take me away from all this, officer.
It's a great little cutscene, though.
November 1, this is Ranger HQ. Go ahead. Copy that. Great job, November 1. Colorado will be better off with that guy behind bars. Over and out.
Alright, and then we can search his room for some stuff.
I know those names. Those are the poor ladies who married the Patriarch. Every last one of them dead.
Alright, and we can find some decent stuff in here. Our leadership skill book. Pretty great assault rifle. Elemental damage, though. And then you can also get a patient report about Saul Buchanan and learn exactly what's going on with him. You can also find this action figure.
That's right. Breathe it in. All the way in. Taste that shit. Like sunlight and fucking cotton candy. Am I right? You feel it, right? No pain. No hunger. Just
When we get back, we're gonna have to do some inventory management because I got stuff going everywhere. Okay, then we can just head back out. Bobby says we're gonna have to do another playthrough of Wasteland 3. Yeah, it's honestly, it's got a great amount of replayability, especially with how you can deal with each one of the Patriarch's kids. And then all the Rangers we saved.
More Rangers? Starting to wonder. Good to see you getting shit done, November.
Yeah.
Before you head out, if I go back to Ranger HQ now, I'd rather take my chances out there with you. They were glad to join your team.
And then that lets Pazeppi join the squad as well. She is a weird science and automatic weapons person. Which we might just swap out her with Lucia, to be honest, because Lucia is... I don't know if her health is bugged or what, but it should definitely be higher than that. Okay, and then... I think you can...
God protect and preserve.
Pretty sure you could talk to one of these guys and actually just skip straight to the exit.
See you at HQ, Rangers.
What a day. Oh, I need a fucking drink.
Before you head out, I'd rather take my chance.
Yeah,
Glad to join your team.
Remember there being an option to just skip to the exit. Where did that go? I don't know. I definitely remember something where you could just skip completely out of here and you didn't have to like walk back through this. Not that it matters much, everything's dead, but still. Head back this way. Back to the Kodiak. We'll get out of here. Wouldn't Pazeppi be good with the energy rifle you found? She would be, actually. And chances are we'll probably actually swap her out with Lucia once we get back to Ranger HQ and handle our inventory and everything. Usually I don't use Pazeppi very much, but in this particular instance, with Lucia's health being weird, it might just be easier for us.
Calling Team November. Got a lady here says she's a desert ranger, part of Angela Death. Well, as far as I could tell, she's the real deal. We're making her comfortable in the war room. She'll be here when you get affirmative, Rangers.
Alright, so we got an agent of Angela Death back at HQ. Also got new equipment at HQ. The POS says, hey, Mort, back from family dinner and just passing by to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hope dinner was good also. Alright, so we're gonna get a tow back to HQ.
November 1. Tow's on the way.
Which is basically just fast travel. Alright, and then the only thing left up there is a side quest at the Snowed In Resort. And then the last area of the map is for Liberty, the third child of Buchanan and his daughter. Alright, so we're going to go to Broadmoor Heights first, talk to the Patriarch. Which will finish up the Psychopath one. That'll take that away. That's our 2 DLC quests. That's the one side quest for the Snowed In Resort.
Thank you for your service, Rangers.
Welcome back, Rangers.
Okay. Once we get done talking to him, we gotta go back to HQ and get our equipment in order.
This palace used to be a fancy hotel back before the deluge. Wonder if they had the turret guns back then.
Have you found victory yet, Rangers? Tell me. Dealt with? How? Good. He's done enough damage as it is. He was my heir, if you can believe it, until I realized he was never going to grow out of hurting people. Exiling him was the best of two bad options. The families want... Anyway, I promised you a reward. Now, what else?
Alright, there is our vehicle part upgrade we get, and then everybody leveled up. So, our main character just has ridiculous stats at this point, but I think next up we're going to go with speed, just to give him some more movement. Intelligence would give us crit chance, but we're already getting a lot of crits through luck anyway. So we're going to go with speed. Alright, and then let's grab lockpick 9. Toaster repair 8 is really all you need for the big, like, toaster side quest, I guess, if you want to call it that. We'll grab Stormer for our perk, because that one's really good. For Axel, I think we'll go Luck. Grab Explosives. And do we have the Explosives skill book? She's really close to being able to use that. Alright, and then Luck for you. Point into hard ass. Perks, Flurry of Blows. This is what makes... This perk right here is what makes melee builds really good in the late game, because basically their attacks will only cost 1 AP instead of 2. And combine that with, like, luck, and you can hit, like, between, like, 10 to 20 times. And it gets ridiculous. Alright, Lucia will level up, but we're probably going to trade her out. Alright, good enough. Okay. Off to Ranger HQ.
Used to get lots of visitors. Not anymore.
Kristoff says I couldn't wait till late game with my brawler. Yeah, they get decent mid game, but at the start of the game they're not great. Wind our way through town here. This is really weird, but that twangy guitar right during that loading screen sounded exactly like that Diablo 2 thing, like right near Tristram, and it just like I heard the sound of it, and I was like, wait, that's the wrong game? What? That's strange. Okay. Alright, so in order to start the last quest of the main game, you have to talk to the Desert Ranger here at HQ. However, in order to go any farther, you also need to upgrade the Kodiak one more time.
Of course. Let's see if we can find what you want.
With, I believe it is the Dominator chassis. Yeah, right, yeah, level 3. You gotta buy this one to get into the worst areas of radioactivity, which we easily have enough cash for at this point. And then that'll get you into the worst places in terms of the radiation. That railgun's really good. We're going to switch to that. We're going to grab the goat cannon because it makes me laugh. That's the best plating. AI. And then we will grab... You can actually get into places a little earlier with the rad shield, by the way. That's a utility thing you can pick up from the Cannibal Jamboree place. But we're going to pick up Turbocharger because that makes us move much, much faster. And then for appearance... I like the dragon head one the most, but it's Christmas, so we're gonna throw the Santa hat ornament on. Alright. Make sure that actually went through. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna go handle our equipment, and then we're gonna go talk to the Desert Ranger.
I know I shouldn't be saying this, but none of this would be happening if the patriarch...
Okay, so...
You're right. You shouldn't be saying that.
It's true, though, ain't it? I know he's a busy man, but a little...
Alright, we switch to that composite armor, which is really good.
Done him a world of good.
And saved us a world of trouble. No lie. Yeah, well, maybe you're right. But you still should.
Handling, got first aid, experience. Alright, that's pretty much her setup for the game, really, outside of the upgrading the chest every once in a while. Survival. We gotta grab that survival skill book at some point, because then she can take a perk that just reveals the whole world map, which is super handy. I mean, it's not necessary per se, but I like it. Alright, and then throw some commando legs on you. Upgrade your helmet. Probably upgrade your helmet too, actually. No, I prefer the hit chance and the perception on that, actually. We'll keep that. Alright, Lucia, we're gonna go swap out for Pisepi real quick. Or Pisepi, however you pronounce her name. There's a cap. Alright, talk to Sergey.
How's it going out there, Marcelo? What's the radio tell? Rangers, I know your primary mission here... Now, what can I help you with? Sure thing. Let's have a look.
Okay, so... Oh no, where is... Where'd Pisepi
There you go. Anything else? I'll be here.
Well, she's just wandering around the base here somewhere. Yeah, either way. I'm not gonna bother tracking her down. I assume she's at the base somewhere, but... Yeah, because there's Rook and the Loca.
Don't jinx it. We ain't home yet.
She ain't here,
They
huh?
put us back on rotation.
I'm glad the refugees have a place to stay. I just wish it... Happy to. Take a look.
Oh, did I miss out on dialogue or story of some kind if you go into custom characters? Yes and no. Some of the companions have unique stuff to say in certain situations, but you're not missing a ton. You have to take at least 2 of them with you, though. Alright, we're going to sell all of this junk. We have another composite chest and composite legs I didn't see. We don't need the chest, but we'll give the legs to Black Betty, because she'll need them. We gotta go through the weapons, see what we need. Our laser turrets, we need to give those to Axel. I was buying those, wasn't I? Why did I do that?
Welcome back, Rangers. What can I do for you? Happy to. Take a look.
Forgot to switch to sell like an idiot. Alright, so... That's how you know you've been playing way too many different games. Sell all of our junk. We'll keep that composite legs, though, that we had. Alright, get rid of these, all those tank helmets. She had the, yeah, she had that one, so. Don't need that. We gotta go through our weapons. None of our guys are cyborgs, so we can sell all the cyborg stuff. We'll hold on to the utility items, sell that helmet. I like holding on to the unique stuff just in case, but otherwise it's not super useful. I sell some of this stuff just to get it out of our inventory. We'll hold on to that. That's actually pretty good. And then a little expensive, but we're gonna buy the laser turrets just because we can. We'll hold on to the mods for a minute here because we're going to go through and see what we can mod and what we can't. That's all questy type stuff and this crafting stuff. Right. Nothing in particular I can mod, so that's probably going to be true of everybody then. Nice. Okay. Go through all these weapons, see what we can find. I got the 25 to 30. That's higher base but lower max. That's a pretty good semi-auto actually. We'll put that on her at least until we can find wherever Giuseppe went. Oh, he's got a terrible rifle. How have I not replaced that already? Alright, so we'll swap that out with that one. We should be able to modify this. Yeah, okay. I was pretty sure Lucia had weapon modding. Alright, so plus 8 damage. Plus 2 magazine size. Crit chance. Nice. We have a really good shotgun, which is pretty great for us, actually. Shotguns, I think, is small arms, right? Yeah. We're going to throw that in her offhand just because we can, and then we actually need to hand her her laser turrets. And we'll grab her some plasma grenades while we're at it. Regular cryo grenades. Molotovs. Confetti grenades do literally nothing. I should probably sell those, actually. Marshal Quan. Yeah, it'll be fine. He has a little bit of first aid, so just because of that, I think we will grab Nitro Spike and med packs. I think that's everything as far as our weapons go. I think everything else was... That's better, but it costs more AP, which is why I don't want to use it. Yeah, alright, so we should be able to sell everything else.
Welcome back, Rangers. What can I do for you? Happy to. Take a look.
Okay. We'll keep the unique stuff, just because I have that weird thing where I can't part with things that I know are unique. And then sell just all of these shotguns. Okay. If we find Giuseppe, we're gonna put her into armor modding so we can get somebody to do this stuff for us. We can use up some of those mods at that point. If I can find her wandering around the base, but I'll probably do that after stream. Okay, so we're all kitted out, ready to go. Now we're gonna go talk to the Desert Ranger in here. She says those grenades don't scale at all. Yeah, a lot of them don't, like damage-wise. Some of them have effects that stay pretty useful, but in general, yeah. Alright, so... drop a save, then we'll talk to the Desert Ranger, which will kick off an event.
Lieutenant Train Zhang, Rangers. I've brought a message from Angela Death. Colonel Death has info for you that's too sensitive for the airwaves. She wants a face-to-face. Sent me to a ranger. The House of the Hoon family. Just your squad. Nobody else. Thanks, Rangers.
Team November, we've got trouble. Scar collectors are attacking the perimeter at multiple points. We're coordinating the defense now, but we need all hands on deck.
Okay. So we're being attacked by Scar collectors, which we have to defend against.
Rangers, come out and play! Liberty says, thanks for dealing with her brothers.
Now, deal with this. Lurch party!
Now, we rescued all the cyborg chickens. So we get to see this. Poltron. Alright, now there's a lot of them, but like all of these members of your base are also going to attack them. You kind of gotta wait for them all to do their thing, though. There we go. I was like, bug out or something? I was a little worried there for a second. Hit their own guys with that. Now, depending on how you've built up your base up to this point, this can be easier or more difficult, but in general, there should be so many people here that it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Alright, there's our fox. And then Poltron is also on our team, so it takes part of the friendly turns. Now, Poltron is probably going to die for you, because it's more of a novelty. It does like 0 damage, as you can see. Alright. So, Kodiak. And then it's worth mentioning you want to be a little careful about where you're driving the Kodiak because you don't want to drive over your own people. Because if you do, they might turn hostile on you. Alright, and that will be it for you. I don't want to drive them too close because they'll all focus on it, but then next turn we should be able to kill a lot of things with them. Alright, so now we're going to start moving people over this way. Who is in range of my sniper? Not many. Too far away for the grenade. That sucks. Alright. Throw down a second turret. I can get all the way over there? Jeez. Alright, so I'm gonna have her run all the way over here and stun these two. Hopefully both of them. I think that guy will get caught in the range there. Ah, I just barely missed it. I was worried about that. Alright. And that's going to be it for our turn.
You will know pain. You will not escape.
These weird, like, hunchback guys, you gotta watch out, because they'll run up to you and explode. And I'm pretty sure their vehicle's done more damage to them than it has me. Ultron is ridiculous, even if it's very ineffective. We will be getting another kind of novelty pet here pretty soon that's actually very good. And that's Courage, the toaster. Alright, so... hold on, let's see... It's just so much easier to just run people over than deal with them half the time. Alright, there's their leader dead. Eduardo says, Happy Christmas from Brazil. Awesome, appreciate that. Rosso says, hey there, how you guys doing today? Good night, or time of day from Italy. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Atheo says, gotta get that honey badger. He will murder, kill everything. That honey badger is ridiculous. We'll be swapping out for a few pets here. That honey badger is really good. We'll put that one on our animal person, obviously, and then we're gonna grab Courage, and then we'll be in great shape in terms of animal companions. They can do a lot of damage. We've about got this fight wrapped up. I think it's just that truck, that guy that's basically dead, and that guy. So between having luck and the 1 AP attack cost, brawlers get ridiculous towards the end of the game. Yeah, so even that was a lucky action, but we're gonna leave her there and cover. That should do it for this turn, and next turn we will very likely have it. Killed one of our rangers there. Vehicle's doing something. Also says, I don't know how they scaled it in this tame, but Honey Badger is really tough at any level in Wasteland 2. Well, there's only one Honey Badger in Wasteland 3, and it's actually in an unmarked location. You have to just find it, which if you know where it is, obviously it's not that big a deal, but there's really only the one, and it is very strong. Shoot at the chassis to try to reduce the armor a bit, which obviously vehicles have a lot of. Deal with that guy at some point. Just trying to make sure I'm not hitting anybody ranger-wise, otherwise they will get pissed. Oh, actually, I did hit that one. Better not do it again. Okay, so friendlies want to wrap up their turn. Yeah, T's correct. You have to have animal rank 10 to get the honey badger. It's the strongest non-special companion. There's a couple other good ones like the bison that you can get, which requires rank 9, but the honey badger is the best. Railgun this dude. That should be it. Truck's behaving really erratically. It's not even trying to fight back. It's just kind of like running around. Lost a few rangers, but hey, that's the way it goes.
Charge in here.
Okay. Oh, you let me loot him? There it goes. Wasn't responding to my loot click then. Alright, loot everybody up. Pretty sure we got everybody. Now. Poltron. Alright. And that's as good a place as any to wrap it up for today. So, we got Aspen sorted out, which leaves us with tracking down Liberty, which is kind of like the end game. However, we're going to save that for the very last. What we will likely do next stream is wrap up the very few side quests we have left, which includes Frontier Justice and like 1 or 2 places down towards Liberty's part of the map, which is... I don't have the world map. I was hoping it would show me the world map. That's weird. But down towards her part of the map, there's like 1 or 2 little side quests we can wrap up, and then that'll be it. Before I actually log off, I need to go see if I can't find Giuseppe, see if she's running around somewhere. That way I can swap out Lucia. But we'll do that, and then we'll likely tackle the DLCs before we finally wrap up the game. Like Liberty's dungeon, if you will, like her area of the map, that can actually take a while. It's pretty big. That's probably a couple hours endeavor just on its own. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have an amazing day tomorrow and tonight as well. A lot of people like to celebrate on Christmas Eve, but good food. Hope you spend time with your family, all that jazz. Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching. May you wander in wisdom and have an amazing rest of your day.